What up, YouTube? Soul Tribe, the ether and the cosmos, and no, they are not the same. Of course, this is your girl, Mighty Mocha, tuning in for Wishful Wednesday. I hope everybody's dry, safe, well, happy, peaceful, all those good things. As always, I want to give thanks and shout out to those who tune into my channel, who like, comment, share my content, subscribe, all those beautiful things. I appreciate it. Um, and I was sitting here tonight and knew that I was gonna go and knew I was gonna come on and do a video. And I'm sitting here playing with my little tarot cards and shuffling. Um, and I heard sounds of blackness. I heard keep your head to the sky, as long as you keep your head to the sky. And the first rendition I heard was the sounds of blackness. And then I heard the Earth, Wind, and Fire version, and thought it was just kind of interesting because I know for me today being Hump Day, it's been busy, it's been hectic, it's been challenging. For those of you who don't know, I'm a school-based mental health therapist, and so I'm required to kind of like help support little kiddos and students in their social and emotional well-being in the learning environment and at home as well. So it's been a challenging day to say the least, but it's been one that I've been able to get through because I kept my head up. And I don't want to sound heavy tonight, but I do want to say that I'm just picking up on some energies of some folks who may need to hear this message, that you got to keep your head up. Um, and there it goes again, like keep your head up, ooh, child, things are going to get easier. So it might be a message for me, but it might be for the collective as well. And when I heard it, I just wanted to share it. Um, and I know that we all have our own trials and tribulations and our own struggles, and that we go through things sometimes behind closed doors where we feel like we are safest and don't need to share. But I just want to encourage folks to reach out to somebody if you do need some additional supports, if you're not able to manage what it is that you're experiencing on your own. Um, and also do the work. And this has nothing to do with the state of the world that we're in today, because I feel like some of the issues that plague some of us have always been there prior to, pre-pandemic dates. We've always been struggling with, it's just like the video I did last night. We've always been struggling with our shadow side. That little person, that little child, that little boy that did not get the attention that they needed, suffering from like attachment issues with their parent because they don't feel loved, or didn't feel loved, or don't, whatever, past, present tense, doesn't matter. But I feel like what I said last night still resonates. Like, you are experiencing these things because they are meant to raise and elevate who you are, and not to punish you, and not to diminish you, and not to break you, but to elevate who you are, your total person, your whole person, not just the child that didn't get what they needed, and not just the adult who may be still searching for some things, because I think we're all on a search, we're all on a hunt, we're all on a prowl to be fulfilled. And I can sit here and say, oh, I have a job and a half, and I'm supporting my grand queens and through their education and their daily life, and I'm just fine, 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 right? Jay Flash, fine, fine. But like, I'm telling you, this is how it's coming through. But I still have things that I'm working on in terms of personal relationships, in terms of family dynamics, in terms of work relationships. I have things that I am and will be challenged with on a regular basis. But if you arm yourself with some tools that allow you to extend grace to people. I ain't saying being walked over, and I am saying create boundaries, healthy boundaries that you consistently implore people to operate off of. Consistency is what's really important. Then those challenges become wins for you, right? Because you see yourself able to say, oh, I kind of got through that. I moved through that hurdle. Don't know how I did it. Don't know how I mustered the strength. Don't know how I was able to be victorious. Because sometimes in my life, I don't. I don't know how I'm able to be victorious with everything that is going on around me. But I do know that I keep my head up. And when I say keep my head up, I mean, lifted to the Most High, giving thanks, demonstrating my attitude of gratitude, um, being generous to folks without expecting anything in return, having expectations, but being flexible enough to know that those expectations will need to change as I, me, and we kind of mature and move through life. And then being gracious enough to understand that how I may get over hurdles and maneuver challenging situations may not be what everyone else is willing or able or even capable of doing. So but keep your head up, right? Keep your head up. Like, not keep your head up. What? That's right. Like, I'm telling you, that's the theme that's coming through. Like, how many songs do I need to hear in my head that reverberates this message? And it's just so funny that they're coming through this strongly, but they are, and I receive them. And I'm hoping that you do as well. I'm encouraging you guys to keep your head up and don't let the things that are nagging at you or the things that may be challenging to you, whether it's work, a personal relationship, your family members, um, your finances, doesn't matter. Like, you have to understand that, like I said last night, you manifest what it is that you think and what it is that you believe. And so, and I'm answering my own question. I just said, I don't know how I've managed to do this. But I do know, and not to sound like I'm lacking in humility or that I'm not humble, because I definitely am. I have been humbled several times and will probably be humbled several times over. But I've managed to get over these hurdles and these challenges because I keep my head up. I stay in positive places. And when things take me to a point where I'm not feeling positive about them, I am determined to get rid of that negative energy, whether it is a person, place, or thing, whether it is a family member or a friend or a situation or a set of circumstances. Like, I have the belief factor that with the support of the universe, I have control over how I live my life. And I have some controls over how I live my life. And I have free reign and choice to make decisions about what it is that I'm willing to experience and what it is that I don't have to experience. So keep your head up and understand that if life keeps repeating cycles for you, it's because you may not have learned the lesson and that you may have to do the work and put in the effort and the time so that you can get out of that situation what it is that is truly meant for you. But if you're going to keep repeating the cycle and not learning the lesson and not discovering or uncovering things about yourself that keep you bound to negativity and negative situations, then you are making a choice. You're making a choice to stay rooted in something that you know is a no-win situation for you, right? So I don't know who that was for. I know some of it was for me, and um, I can only say I've come a long way and I have a long way to go, but I'm thankful and wishful that you guys will hear this and receive this in a way that is so beneficial for you that you decide to start doing the work if you're not, and decide to start valuing yourself and what you have to offer and what these experiences could create for you if you just keep your head up. Like, rise above it, rise above the pettiness. I had a couple of instances so far this week that I could have been real petty about. Um, and through my discussions with spirit and wise counsel, you know who you are, wise counsel. Through my discussions with spirit and wise counsel, I was able to rise above those circumstances and those situations that could have done me in, had I reacted to them versus processed them and rose above what they could have meant to me, right? And I had to get ego out the way. I had to get pride out the way. I had to get some stuff out of the way in order for me to rise to the occasion and maintain a level that reduced and eliminated conflict, potential conflict altogether, right? So that's enough about that. I'm not going to keep going on about that. Keep your head up, guys. Like, keep your head to the sky. And I'm not saying turn a blind eye, and I'm not saying 1111, and I'm not saying be dumbed down what the situation really means. I'm saying choose to look at things in the most positive aspect versus the most negative. Choose to think the most high about somebody versus the most low. Choose to give, extend grace and give people the benefit of the doubt versus trying to do them in because you felt like they may have been trying to do you in, right? And if at all costs you can't do that, then choose to walk away, right? You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to do nothing. You do no harm most times by just walking away, right? All right. So, with that being said, I pulled these tarot cards, these beautiful babies you see here, and get my little wand. So I pulled these tarot cards, and I wanted to know what was the overall energy. So that is the Temperance card, and I wanted to know where we would end with, and that was the Fool card. And I wanted to know what were some messages in between that could help guide us through the rest of the week, right? So the Temperance card. I'm just gonna pick these up and bring them a little closer to the camera so I can chat about them. So looking at the Temperance card, I had to move my Chardonnay, pardon me. Looking at the Temperance card, okay. This is like I counted, and I'm like, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards here, right? And the major arcana cards are cards that have significant overarching meaning to the messages that are being shared or sent out or received, or however you want to put it. But the Temperance card for me kind of represents a lot of what I've been talking about, which is the ability to balance your energies, and even balance competing energies that you may find yourself in. And it's about being grounded and being fluid at the same time. Like, you see her one foot is on in the water and one foot is on land. So there's some fluid energy, excuse me, but there's also some very grounded energy. And I think the skill to that, as you see her pouring water from one chalice to the other, the skill to that is knowing how to balance these energies, because it's okay to have them, and it's okay uh, to toy with them, if you will, but you have to know how to create a balance. And you see there are sunflowers and there's the sun, and there is this prominent message of abundance, but the abundance is there for those who can temper these energies and master the ability to be grounded and fluid, flexible, right? To be stable and flexible at the same time. I thought that was very important as a crowning energy for this read. And then I pulled the Two of Wands. And with the Two of Wands, I'm looking at her like she's looking away, but she has her phone in her hand. And there's the city that's abound, and she's holding on to that staff, that wand, rather. But the Two of Wands is about, there is a focus as you see her looking out. The phone is there. She's not distracted. She's able to manage energies and manage duality. There are two wands, so it may be a job and your personal life, it may be a relationship and a job, it could be family and work life, whatever. I don't want to get into the minutia because that's not important. But what it's saying is that she's looking forward to what's next or thinking about what's next while still holding in her hand what she is focused on. And it just resonates with the temperance card about being able to have that balanced energy, be focused on what you're in the midst of and what is happening to you right now, but also being able to see the future and kind of prepare for what opportunities. I don't know, maybe you're receiving an opportunity, 555, change. And I know for me, I just received news and word of some opportunities that may avail themselves to me on a project that I've been working with. So maybe picking up on my own energy. I don't know. But then I also pulled the Wheel of Fortune. And I love the Wheel of Fortune because the Wheel of Fortune is a 10 card. It is about completing cycles. And you see that there's somebody down here holding up the bottom, but there's also somebody here rotating at the top. You have all of the elements. You have, what is it? Water, you have earth, um, you have fire right here, and you also have air, which is up top, right? So you have all the elements, and I said this last night. This is just confirmation and reaffirming, at least to me, that whomever it is that I'm speaking to, speaking about, sharing with, you have all the elements that you need in order to close out cycles and create new cycles. What did I just say? You are focused on the matters at hand, but you are also looking ahead to what is before you. So this is beautiful. This is a beautiful, calming read. I feel calm. And then the piece de resistance, right? What did I pull? And when I say pull, I don't mean pull because I don't pull cards. I shuffle cards and let the chips fall where they may, whatever comes out. That's what I'm supposed to receive, and that's how I accept it, right? But you have the Sun card. And the Sun card is one of my favorite. Any tarot reader or tarot listener will tell you, like, when you get the Sun card, you should be overjoyed. There are rays all over the place. There's a focused energy here. There's the sunflowers again. We have them here. We have them here. The sunflowers again, speaking about abundance and work that you have put in, tool for your labor, and you are receiving and benefiting from those rewards. And you see this baby on this horse, like, this is childlike energy, right? This is kind of like where you may need to go start. What did I say? I said do the shadow work last night, right? I said there are things about you that need to be massaged and caressed and taken care of so that you can experience this sun energy. This is about embracing life, new perspective. This is about you having done the inner and the outer work on yourself, and now you can frolic and play a little bit and relax a little bit, right? So I love sun energy. And you see that red there, though. That red for me says that there's not just power there, but there is appropriate use of power. She has a red flag. Like, she's like, I'm out here and I'm doing this damn thing and I'm having a good time doing it and I'm living my best life. You see the red poppies or whatever they are in the background, and that's about that energy of movement and motion. She's on a horse. It's a white horse, which is about like that mental clarity. It's like what did I say? You have all the elements in this Wheel of Fortune card. You have all the elements that you need. And the overall energy says that you are tempering yourself and allowing yourself to build your empire, do the things that you need to do to ensure that you can benefit and enjoy this sun energy. And to top it off, as we close out, What did I get when I shuffle but the full energy? This is you abandoning, what is that? That's zero. That's completion, right? That's completion. That's ground zero. It means that you have abandoned all fears. You are fiercely ready to move forward. You are going on that fool's journey, and you are using your instincts as a guide. But look at you standing right there on the edge of that cliff. He's howling to the sun. You're singing and frolicking. You got your little music on playing on your phone, and you're just enjoying these moments, these times, and you are optimistic about life and what is before you. And based upon the cards in this read, you have every reason to be so. And what did I start off by saying? Keep your head to the sky. Look at that. Keep your head to the sky, right? Keep your head to the sky. Look at that. Sky, 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 sun, sun. Keep your head to the sky. How you see the sun? You see the sun by looking towards the sky, right? Sun in all the cards. Sun, sun, just beauty, beautiful energy, a beautiful read. And I don't feel a need to do anything else on this. I was going to pull a couple of clarifying cards, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I love it. Sun, sun, sun. I love it. I love the energy. I love the fluid nature about it. I love that there's everything present that you need. It's just confirmation, and hopefully you will feel confident. It's my wish on Wishful Wednesday that you will feel confident enough to know that you are cared for and protected by spirit, and that as long as you are using positive energies and instincts to guide your decision making, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, right? So y'all know how I do it. Um, Other people might look at these cards and say something totally different about them, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about me. And that's what 2222. And that's what I got. Two is a number of hope. But that keep your head to the sky. Hope. Oh, come on now. Come on, spirit, come through. But that's what I got. So I'm gonna leave it here. And again, thank you guys for tuning in whenever you do tune in. Thank you for your positive energy, your comments, your interest in my channel whenever you get around to it. Thank you for those who do not. And as always, I will be back tomorrow for Thankful Thursday, as I'm thanking everybody. But as always, I send you guys my sincerest peace, love, light, and happiness. One.